Welcome back, everybody, to Volatility Trading Strategies. So we just finished up another live stream. It was another good session, and I really want to thank everybody for hanging out and asking such great questions. When I started doing these a few months ago, I really wasn't sure what to expect. I had it in my head, of course, that it would be a great place for all of us volatility traders to hang out and talk about volatility ETPs and option strategies. But you never know, right? Maybe it doesn't take off. Well, thanks to all of you, it's going pretty well, and I'm going to keep doing them as long as people keep stopping by. I know there's very few places you can go to get questions like this answered, so I'm happy to help anyone out there. Everyone is invited. Now, we've live streamed over 100 hours so far of me answering questions in just a few months. And I feel honored to say that I've finally had my first experience with a troll. It had to happen, right? So I would imagine that this person's never actually created any content, so they wouldn't be aware that it's actually time-consuming to make videos like this. So while I'm answering the troll's question, I am going to try to say a few things along the way that might be beneficial for the general VTS community to listen in on as well. So please smash that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you want to be notified of all of our future live streams so you can join in and ask your questions. And let's get into this troll's question. So everything in the live stream was going really well. There was over 100 questions. I just start at the top and I start answering as many of them as I can. And I actually answered this guy's original question. So first of all, I'm going to show you that answer that I gave him. And then after that, I'm going to show you where this thing really went off the rails. All right. Will you show us your fills, how close they are to the close prices? I don't want the quantity traded, but just your fills and the timestamp. Well, this is easy. The way that I manage my business, I've been doing this for 9.5 years now, reporting performance. The reason I do it the way that I do is this specific question. So if you go to our numbers on the website, I report every month, right? You can see everything that we do, all the 5 strategies. But all of these numbers, in fact, I should probably use the standard portfolio, not the leveraged one. All of these numbers, everything you see, live trading went out to real third-party paying subscribers and clients, but everything you see is using end-of-day prices. So I don't have to, be in that situation where people say, well, I didn't get the same return that you did. That's not fair. You're executing at really good prices, and by the time I get around to doing it, I'm getting bad prices. That is super common in the investing world, especially in the, online investing world. So what I do, for multiple reasons, of course, that's not the only reason, but everything is end of day. So that's the fill price. I just look at the end of day prices and there you go. That's what the fill is, and that's the results that you will see on the website. I also do it because I don't like the front running that goes on especially in the options world, where you join somebody's subscription, they have astronomical returns, and then you join and you don't make any money. Is typically because they're front running a large community of trades. So I'm always the last person in line to take our trades. I've already signaled over 2 hours ago now the trades that I'm going to take 3.5 hours from now. So I haven't even entered my trades yet. And, it went out to 1,200 people. So that's another reason why I really do like end of day. There's no chance for front running. I am the last person in line to get my trades done. And that's just the way that I've chosen to do it. So, just be aware, everything you see is using end-of-day values. Really simple. Anybody can go in their platform and use ThinkBack and Thinkorswim, or use, Time Machine and whatever others, and you can always see the actual fills. So there's never any dispute about, hey, are you sure you got that fill price? That seems a little bit too good to be true. There's a lot of that going on in the investment world. So be careful of that. So that's it. I use end-of-day prices for all performance reporting. There's no dispute about execution prices. Everybody in the community can get the same exact performance. And it's really, in my opinion, the only way to do it. So I answered that question, and then I just kept going down the list, and I didn't think anything was up. But it turns out, and I didn't realize this until later on, the guy actually spent a good 20 minutes yelling at me in the comment section. He starts saying, those aren't fills, those are close prices. Show me your prices. Answer the question, he screams, as if he's the only person in the comment section. It's all about him, apparently. He says, this is not trading, this is simulation. He is not trading. Just show us trading. That's all I'm asking. And this guy goes on and on and on. Absolutely relentless. Even though I've already answered his question in detail about why I use the end of day prices and why that's the fairest way to do it for everybody. So like I said, I have to make this at least somewhat educational for all the other people watching. So let me show you the very simple method that I use to trade my portfolio, because I really don't ever spend much more than 5 minutes a day at most actually executing the trades. But here's how I do it. So this is an example of the daily trade signal email that goes out to real paying subscribers. This was for May 11th, 2011. This was a few days ago, and of course before this troll came into our lives. So at the top section here, I always notify whether there are new trades, just in case anybody's busy that day and they have to just see at a glance. After that, we've got section 1. This is our volatility dashboard. So I've got my volatility barometer, all of the dashboard metrics that we use for our trading, articles and videos explaining each one of them, and of course there's going to be many more of those to come. Below that, I will be notifying anybody of any office hours, essentially live streams where people can ask questions. I'll always give the times and the dates. There's always a blog section, so that's section 3 here. Talk about anything interesting in the markets. This day there was a lot of trading, so I kept things pretty light. Below that, these are our 2 portfolios. So the first one, the Total Portfolio Solution. This is the performance since we launched in January 2012. You can see here there's 4 new trades. These are the strategies right here. So currently it's 5 strategies, each with a 20% allocation. So 5 equal weighted strategies. Pretty simple to follow. And of course there's trade dials for each one of them that show what levels we're at, what positions they would be in. All 5 trade signals are there. Below that, we have what's called the leveraged total portfolio. That is essentially those previous 5 strategies, just looking for little areas here and there where we can add a little bit of leverage and boost the performance. And the numbers go from about 20% annualized for the regular total portfolio to roughly 30% annualized for all the leveraged versions. Now, of course, drawdowns will be increased a little bit, but I try to do it as safe as possible. It's not just taking on risk for risk's sake. We are actually strategically looking for those leveraged positions. And again, number of trades, 5 equal weighted, exactly as the other ones. The signals are identical, it's just that the ETFs themselves are a little bit different. So for example, instead of MDY, this one uses the MVV, which is just a 2 times MDY. For the VB threshold, instead of a SPY position there, we use the 2 times SPY, the SSO. Not overly leveraged, but a few opportunities here and there. So those are the 5 strategies there. That is the leveraged total portfolio. So I'll circle back to this in a minute because this is really what we're talking about. All right, so now let me show you how easy it is to execute in an actual live trading account. All right, so when I started live streams a few months ago, I thought it would be a good idea to fund an account that I could actually show live on camera. Without worrying about exposing account numbers and blocking out all the net worth and all that stuff, I would have an account that I can just open up and show without worrying about any of it. And that's what this account is. Now, I've probably mentioned this on at least half of our live streams, but my long-term portfolio is at Interactive Brokers. I switched over from TOS to IB in 2011 because back then, commissions were significantly cheaper. Now, these days, it's much more competitive and it doesn't matter as much, but I still do have my portfolio at IB. But for live streams, it's actually pretty difficult and you don't want to ever be worrying about where you're clicking and what you're showing. So I just want to have complete freedom to do whatever I want on the stream. That's why we have this account. If I have a brain freeze or something, I don't really have to worry about anything. So if we scroll down, you can see this account actually started when I started doing the live streams. This account was funded on October 29th, 2020. Not that long ago. Just adjust this to that initial date. October 29th, right up until the current time. This is essentially the VTS live stream test account. As you can see, I don't have to worry about account numbers. This is just a live account. I can click on anything in here, and I'm not really worried about blocking anything out. So that's why I did this. Now, the trades that I'm executing in this account are actually this portfolio. It's the leveraged total portfolio. And there's only one substitution that I'm making. So this second strategy here, the one that's in yellow, instead of me showing the aggressive vol strategy in the live testing account, this one uses volatility ETPs. It uses SVXY and VIXY. You can see that. Instead of using this strategy, I thought it would be more interesting for people to see the one up here that is also a short vol strategy, but it uses options instead. It uses stock replacement. So that's the only difference. I'm using the leveraged total portfolio, but instead of aggressive vol, I'm using the tactical vol. Everything else is identical. Now again, this is not a secret to most of you. I've shown this in a dozen live streams already. But in my long-term portfolio at IB, these are the portfolio allocations that I use. I actually trade both of the portfolios equally. I guess that's what he was getting at. He thinks that I don't. But I've said many times, I don't invest in rental properties, I don't have any commercial real estate, and I don't trade anything else either. I don't do technical analysis and swing trade. I don't trade Forex. I've never owned crypto. The only trading that I do, all of my net worth is in my own strategies and nothing else. That's all VTS is. It's just me sharing my portfolio. I don't do any aggressive marketing. I don't do any hard sells. If people choose, they can follow my portfolio. That's all this is. But for the live streams, I'm only showing the leveraged total portfolio. So just using this email from May 11th, 2021, I can actually show you what this looks like live. So we can just follow the trades. Let me go down to the trades that we were taking. This is all of them here. They're also in the trade dials, of course. It makes it easy so people can see the levels, but we'll just use this right here. These 4 trades all executed on the same day. Now, a little side tangent, again, just for educational purposes for everybody watching this. I'm not going to waste 20 minutes on this troll. But several months ago, I actually did an article. So this is for December 28th, 2020. In my daily trade signal email, I actually did an article showing how common it is for all 4 of our tactical strategies to move in or out of positions on the same day. It really doesn't happen very often. So this is the trade frequency of our strategies. Tactical balance, 3.3, tactical vol, 2.5, 5.6, 2.9, 6.9. So roughly 3 to 5 trades per month, depending on the strategy. But what this article was showing is, you can see 4 of 4 strategy trades happening on the same day. There's only 18 occurrences of that since I launched VTS over 9 years ago. 0.8% of trading days. 3 out of 4, 4.2% trading days. 2 out of 4, getting a little bit more common, 9.65% of trading days. Taking 1 trade out of the 4, this happens about 1/3 of trading days, 30.66%. And then finally, roughly half of the days, we don't even actually have any trades to take that day. So 54.69%, we just read the daily blog and we go on about our day. But okay, let's go back to this May 11th and check out all 4 of these trades and how simple this actually is. Try to imagine how little time I actually spent doing this. So this is the live trading account, right? Just go to here, go to transactions, and I can just go ahead and find May 11th. So that is from here to there. That's May 11th. Those are the trades that we took. Now, how do I do this? Well, it's actually pretty simple. Because these are 5 strategies with a 20% weighting, all I have to do is take the net liquidation value of the account, divide it by 20, and that's the allocation per strategy. So at the time, you can see that 1/5 of the account value was about $41,700 per position. Okay, so here's me right there, getting out of MVV and into the IEF. Live trade. There it is right there, from MVV into IEF. What's next? Here's the next trade. Sold QLD, got into VPU. Again, there's the same 41,000. So that's another trade. Where's that one at? Right there. Out of QLD into VPU. Still a couple more to go. What about this one? Still May 11th. Still $41,700. Out of SVXY into the TLT. That's this trade. That's the leverage VB threshold from SVXY into TLT. And then the 4th one, remember, instead of this trade, I'm actually taking this trade. So I have to go from a VXX put, long VXX put option, into cash. Well, where's that trade? It's right there. There's the September 45 put option, sold that one. Those are the trades from the 11th of May. That's how easy this actually is. So this guy in the comment section, who apparently thinks the entire world revolves around him, was screaming at me for 30 minutes because I didn't interrupt my live stream to actually show him the execution prices. So he spent 30 minutes calling me a fraud, even though I have a live trading account that I funded, that I'm not hiding any account values or anything. I wanted to make sure that our trading is completely transparent so anybody can come on my live streams, go ahead and look at the trades. And you know what? This guy doesn't actually follow our live streams apparently, because there's been at least a dozen of them where I've literally executed the trades live on camera during the live stream. That's the point of this, is to show people the process, to show people the trades happening. It's really not that complicated. But you know what? This guy wants more. Let's see what we can give him here. So that was for May 11th. Let's find something relevant, close that one off. This is the May 11th, right? Well, let's go through some of these. So just for this person, May 11th, let's go back and open up several more of these. May 10th, May 9th, May 7th, May 6th, May 5th, May 4th, May 3rd. Hopefully my internet can handle all these pages being open. So here's May 10th. No trades, right? Same thing, same structure, no trades that day. Here's May 7th. Oh, there's 2 trades. So this is the portfolio I'm trading, right? So this is perfect. May 7th, there's 2 trades. Let's go down and look at what those ones are. After the daily blog, we'll see the normal portfolio, and now down to the leverage. There's 2 trades being taken on May 7th. You can see that right here. Well, what are they? Well, I'm moving out of SSO and into SVXY. Let's see if we can find that in actual live trading on May 7th. Because of course, I don't live trade according to this guy. So what do we see here? Well, there it is right there. May 7th, out of SSO into SVXY, 1/5 of the account value. This is utterly simple. It literally took me 30 seconds to take that trade. What's the other one? Vol trend. From VXX put from 1 week into a new VXX put for the following week. See if we can find that. Okay. Here's me buying back the May 7th VXX put, and here's me selling a May 14th VXX put. But apparently I don't live trade. Let's keep going. May 6th, 1 trade here, nothing in the leverage, so this test account didn't do anything that day. No trades there. No trades there. Sorry, bear with me here because, I like to be completely transparent. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Here's one again for May 3rd. 1 trade that day. Let's see what that one is. Go down to the leverage total portfolio. Okay, it's another vol trend trade. So what are we doing with this trade? Well, we are shorting a VXX put option, a new one, on May 3rd, 2021. So where's that? There should be just 1 trade here. May 3rd. There it is. Just 1 trade. Easy as could be. Sold that May 7th, 37.50 put. That one's done. Where was that one at? And then finally, oh, that's May 11th. So let's close all of these. And you know what? I'm in a mood today. Let's give them 1 more week just to go through this again. Let's keep going backwards. Honestly, the amount of trading that people need to actually do at VTS is really quite small. So there's another week of trading. Let's see, April 30th. 1 trade. Perfect. Let's go see what that one is. Leverage total portfolio. Exiting SVXY, getting into SSO. Should be easy to find. There's the 30th. Exit SVXY into SSO. There's the portfolio allocation. 1/5 of the portfolio, $41,000. Could not be easier. Here's April 29th, no trades. April 28th, no trades. 27th. Remember, half the time we don't even have any trades. 26th, no trades. So that was a pretty easy week. That was too easy a week. Let's keep going back 1 more. And then I promise you I'm done with this stuff. Because honestly, I really don't even understand the accusation. He thinks that I've been managing a business for 10 years, but didn't actually take the trade. I don't even understand what he's talking about, but no trades there. 1 trade here. Let's do this again. Where's the leverage total portfolio? Again, VB threshold is our most active strategy. So out of SSO into SVXY on April 22nd. Let's find that. April 22nd, out of SSO into SVXY, 1/5 of the portfolio allocation size. Where's that one at? There's that one. April 21st, no trades. April 20th, 2 more trades to go through. Then maybe we'll just call it a day. So again, on April 20th, out of SVXY into SSO. April 20th. There it is. Out of SVXY into SSO, 1/5 of the portfolio. Last trade, vol trend again, closing a VXX put. So apparently I had one open, closing it. So I'm buying it back. Well, there it is on 420, buying back the VXX put. Those are the only 2 trades on that day because, of course, there's only 2 trades that day. So April 19th, that's it. We're done. I don't really want to do this, but apparently this guy thought that that would make for a good live stream. For me to actually do this live on camera to stop 100 people from asking questions so that this guy screaming at me, let's just stop the world and answer his questions for him. Apparently this is how he navigates the world, that it's all about him. So I'm being a little bit condescending, of course, but it was a little bit frustrating because it was a really good live stream otherwise. We had tons of people, lots of people asking great questions. It is unfortunate that people do that, but as I mentioned to him in the live stream, and again, this is a part where I kind of want to make it a little bit educational for people as well. So what I told him is I've never blocked anyone in my life. I've been trading for 15 years, since 2005. I've had my business live, reporting performance for 10 years on a website, been on social media actively for 5 years now, never blocked anyone in my life. There's nothing that you could say to me personally that would make me block you. You can insult me, you can do whatever you want. Don't use profanity because YouTube sometimes flags it. So I might block you if you start like swearing at me or something. But you can say whatever you want to me. I mean, nothing you say could bother me. But there's a few rules of engagement for the live stream. So again, just for your interest's sake, mainly for his, but don't insult other people. Please don't do that because I want my live streams to be a place where people can come on, ask questions, not be afraid that other people in the comments are going to ridicule them. I want people to actually be free to just be themselves. So that's rule number 1. Don't insult anybody else. Fortunately, this guy only insulted me, so I didn't block him. I just let him do his thing. The second thing is, I guess the second thing is, again, reiterating, don't use profanity because YouTube is very sensitive to that type of thing. It's an algorithm. It's not individual people. There's literally millions of videos being uploaded constantly. So the algorithm will flag and my videos will be taken down. So please don't swear. And then the last thing, don't use external links. That's another thing that's kind of annoying. People are in the comment section. Don't link to your Bitcoin trading stuff or your own private community. Tons of people who manage their own services come onto my live streams and I engage with them. We talk back and forth. I answer their questions. I'm not competitive in that way. If you manage capital or if you have clients, feel free to come on my live stream as well. There's no animosity. As I've always said, there's plenty of room in this industry for everybody out there who's legitimately trying to help people. If you're one of these people that are lying and committing fraud, well, I might call you out for it. But if you're helping people and genuinely trying to be helpful and help people grow their capital, then even if we're in the exact same industry, even if we have competing strategies, doesn't matter to me. We're still friends. We still have the same goal. So you can always come in the live streams. But I would just ask people to respect those 3 rules, and then we're not going to have any issues at all. So no hard feelings to this guy. I don't know what's going on in his life that's how you behave in public, but no harm, no foul. We got through the stream. It was just fine. Hopefully in the future, everything is good and we don't have to encounter this anymore. But yeah, like I said, I'm here for people. I really want it to be a place where you can feel comfortable because these markets are complicated and there's really not that many places and very few people who will sit in live streams, especially for 100 hours in just a few months, and just field open questions from an open audience. I post everything on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. Let me see if I can give you my little ticker there. Follow me on Twitter. You'll always be notified of the live streams that come up. You can follow me on Facebook. You can follow me on LinkedIn. I'm not an avatar. I'm a real person who lives in the real world. I use my real name, my real email, all of that stuff. My real account with my real trading, all of it. Come join the live streams. If you miss any, they're all going to be on the YouTube channel so you can catch up with some of the questions. Hopefully it's a good time. I tend to be a somewhat serious person, but I am trying to make it as entertaining as possible. So thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you on the next VTS live stream. Thank you so much for watching the video. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel and go check out my website right here. There's tons of articles and videos on there, as well as a free trial to join the VTS investing community. What have you got to lose? Come see how I personally navigate these unruly markets. See you next time.